Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's the world's most dangerous podcast.
Dope Dealers Podcast.
You know what it is. It's your man Jamal Doman at Jamal Doman, JamalDoman.
Tobe Hixx at Tobe Hixx, TOBEHIXX.
Check us episode 65.
65.
We going
man.
live. Check us out on Instagram
shit.
at Dope Dealers Podcast. That's on Instagram and Twitter at Dope Dealers. That's with an S. Dope Dealers. What's up, Tobe Hixx?
Man, chilling, man. Shout out to the troops, the
Yeah,
Army,
exactly.
Navy, Air Force, Marines, the Coast Guard, the National Guard, the Bloods, and the Crips.
It's going down, man. You know how we do, man. Episode 65, we got a special guest. We're going to introduce him in a little while, man. One of our comedian brothers in the house, man. Real funny brother, man. Steven Briggs is in the house, Tobe Hixx.
Yeah, he a brother, but he ain't a brother.
Yeah, no, but he one of our comedian brothers, man.
Yeah. I'm just letting the world know ahead of time. When you say brother twice, they thinking he's
Well,
black.
he has some soul to him, man. I think he had. We're gonna talk to him, man. He got some soul to him, man. We're gonna bring him in a little while, man. What's up, Tobe Hixx? Episode 65. You good, man?
Man, I'm great. That's funny. I just thought about it. Who was that had that bit when they said, my brother-in-law is my brother-in-law? Remember that? It was somebody white whose brother-in-law was black.
Yeah.
I forgot who said that. That shit was funny. It's always funny to me.
Shout out to everybody that was at this week. I was at Ruben Alvarez room. What's the name of it again?
Oh, Knee Slappers.
Knee Slappers. I was
man,
there.
That's my guy.
Yeah, Friday. Everybody had a good time, man. I work with I talked to the brother. He said we got to get him on here. He's the gay black comedian. What's his name? I forgot.
Oh,
his name.
Andre Kelly?
Andre Kelly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Worked with him, man. He did a good job. And Eric Swartz was there.
Andre, funny dude. Man.
Jerry Garcia. Shout out to everybody down at Knee Slappers this Friday. Had a great time, man. That's a fun room, man.
Yeah, He's funny, man. I remember one night when he tell his story, you know.
Oh, yeah. It's funny.
The audience get weird.
I sat in the middle, in the back, and I came in maybe a little, because I wanted, sometimes I just like to see the reaction when he goes into, because he don't come out, he does 10 minutes of regular material, then he goes into his gay stuff.
Yeah, they be tripping.
And he did one thing, he was like, he was talking about somebody was cute, a guy was cute. He said, if I dated, I guess it was Idris Elba, somebody like that. He said, I would eat his ass. And when I tell you, I just kind of glanced at all the guys in the room, and, people were laughing, but it was some guys like,
oh, man, yeah. Damn.
Even I was like, oh.
I would eat his ass. That's hilarious. Andre's funny dude.
Yeah,
man.
shout out to everybody at Knee Slappers, man.
Yeah, but I had a great time. That's why I was in Vegas at Bonkers, man. That's always a good time.
Oh, yeah, great.
Yeah, Bonkers Comedy Club at the Rampart Casino. That's always a good time.
Yeah, man. I've been crying the last few days. My Sixers, man. Shout out to my Philadelphia 76ers. We came up short, but we'll be back, man. But that goddamn Kawhi Leonard, man.
Yeah, that was a
shit.
I was just, that was a hell of a performance. And see, that's like, unfortunately, like that, he did what James Harden should have done.
Yeah.
He wasn't having a great shooting day, but he shot the ball 41 times. He like, fuck it. If we gonna lose, we gonna lose on me shooting.
True that.
And Harden should have did the same.
True that. He showed that he is
How
one
you
of the...
shoot all year, and then when the playoffs come and the game is on the line, you decide to pass. That doesn't make any fucking sense to me, man.
Yeah. I think they use him so much, man. They use him up so much that when it's time to, when the playoff, he's so tired, man. He's so tired, and I don't know what Houston gonna do. But I don't give a fuck about the Rockets, man. I care about my Sixers, man. And
Embiid crying, his girl had to wipe his tears.
Hey,
I was like, you know what? Because I ain't gonna front. I would have cried if that same shit would have happened. I would have cried too, but I wouldn't have cried in front of my girl and she had to wipe my tears and shit like mom's passed away or some shit.
Hey man, hey man. Sometimes it hurts, man. You ever
he ugly big motherfucker when
you have a bomb on stage and you wish you had your girl backstage. The wipe your tears
I was always
away.
glad when they wasn't there when I bombed. Shit. I didn't want him to see that type of shit.
One time, before I bring Steven, because we gonna talk a lot of the industry jokes, man. But I remember one time I bombed. This girl came to see me. I did a show in Oxnard. I was hosting. I bombed, and the plan was after I was gonna go. I was spending the night with her. Like that was the plan. I bombed so bad. I didn't really think that I didn't know what to expect from her because
you thought she wasn't give you no pussy because you bombed,
but she still gave me some pussy. I was really surprised that
I bombed before and met a new bitch and got some pussy who had never known me and she didn't even see me do.
Usually when I bomb, I leave
to go on.
Usually when I bomb, I
don't
leave
understand
afterwards.
that. I don't understand that logic.
I don't hang around. No, I don't hang. We're gonna bring. I want to hear Steven's opinion on this too, man. Yeah. When I bomb, I leave.
Yeah, let me just order. But you can't. You know what? I learned if I bomb, I gotta stay. If I do well, I could leave. But if I bomb, I gotta stay because I gotta soak in all of that shit, and I gotta let them
I'm the
people
complete
know.
opposite.
I gotta let them people know that I wasn't scared. I ain't scared. I'm waiting on y'all after the show. Y'all come by, whatever. Shake my hand. Don't shake my hand. But I'm here. I want to
hear. I want to hear our brother's opinion on this. Ladies and gentlemen, we are very happy to have. I've been trying to get him up here for a while, man. He's very busy doing sketches and just touring all around the country. I met this brother in, if I'm correct, OKC. We met in OKC. We did the Looney Bin at OKC, man. We had a great time. That's when I first met him, man. Ladies and gentlemen, you've seen him. He's an actor, writer. You've seen him on Laugh Mobs, Laugh Tracks, Coming to the Stage, the movie The Forbidden Dimensions. He just won, Tobe Hixx, he just won the Presidential Comedy Festival. That's what's up, man. He gets the bell on that.
Yeah.
And you can stream his comedy album, Whiskey Dick, on Spotify, Pandora, and iTunes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Dope Dealer Podcast, Steven Briggs.
What up, guys?
What's up, Steven?
Yeah.
What's up, man?
I like the bell. There we go. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Shit.
You know what, Steven? It's funny because it's funny how it's so many comics. Like, you obviously lived in L.A. and I lived out here, but and it's funny, we met in OKC, but it's funny, when I watched you perform, one of your jokes I heard, and that's when I was like, oh, I've seen him before. Like, I didn't, but I think the joke you did about the girl at the party or something like that, and I was like, okay. That's how sometimes comics know each other. Like, sometimes we may not know a name, but I recognize that joke. I was somewhere when you performed that, so that we had a great time in OKC, man.
Oh,
man. Thank you for coming here, man.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Appreciate you, man. You got a lot going on, man. What's happening?
A lot going on. I was listening to you guys earlier saying about the bombing.
Oh, yeah. What's your opinion? Do you Tobe stays, I leave.
Yeah.
What you do?
Hey, if I bomb, the only thing that'll make me feel better is eating Idris Elba's ass.
Damn.
I go scoot over Andre.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's what's up, man. So congratulations, the Presidential Comedy Festival. You just won
man.
That,
man. Yeah.
Tell us about that.
It was in South Dakota, and the good thing was they gave me $7,000. So that was the good thing. You get $7,000. I said, okay, that's what I need to pay rent.
Damn.
Yeah.
Woo, South Dakota. How many black people you see when you was there? Outside of the festival?
Zero.
I don't think it's no black
My
people.
friend Will Thomas was there, and he's black, and he kept on asking me, oh, actually, wait. It was really weird. So Will was hanging out, and he was hanging out with another dude, and then just a group of black dudes came in, and then he was like, it tried to integrate into their table.
Yeah.
He was like, hey.
They lived there? They
I don't know.
They must have been in the military.
Ain't nothing in South. I've been in South Dakota. Ain't nothing.
Yeah, I don't. They were way too hip. Like they're like
they were probably Indian. Yeah.
I don't know what was going on, but it was like everyone was trying to kick it with them there.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. And then when they left, everyone from the bar was trying to leave and go where they were going.
That's what's up,
Sounds
man.
like it was just a bunch of old white people.
Yeah. So you had a good time and won the $7,000.
I had a good time with the $7,000. Yeah.
What's the first thing what's the first thing you did with that $7,000? What's the first thing you bought with that $7,000?
Oh man. First thing I did was someone posted on Facebook. So the first thing I did was I lied to my girl and told her I didn't get $7,000 because she keeps on asking for a ring. And,
oh shit.
Yeah. And she gonna take my $7,000.
Yeah.
She gonna take the whole $7,000 and some.
Yeah. You smart.
So I said I don't know who put that lie up there on Facebook.
Lying ass.
I said
it was 700, baby.
Yeah,
I won 700.
Yeah, take a zero away. Someone accidentally put an extra zero. I'm like, don't worry, I'm going to get groceries right now, but that's $700.
So you went and got the ring, huh?
No ring.
Oh, okay.
No, he said no. He said somebody.
No, I figured he had to come around.
And hopefully his girl don't listen to the Dope Dealer podcast.
On the Dope Dealer podcast that he got $7,000.
She's gonna find out today.
She talking to the IRS too.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, she checking all your shit.
So what's happening with you, man? Oh, so where you from originally?
New York originally.
You from what borough?
The
state?
Bronx.
Oh, you from?
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
I know, yeah.
I don't get New York Bronx from you.
No,
man.
I got sent to military school early.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
okay.
So tell us, go ahead.
Military school.
Yeah, military school, man.
At what age?
At 15.
Oh, you said early, like it was 8.
No. I mean, that's still for early though. I mean, that's like right.
Where was the military school?
In Texas.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
that was a culture shock.
Oh yeah, man! It was on an old Air Force base, I believe it was Air Force and Navy base. So they just converted it into a military school. So the base was huge, and they were like real serious. Like the first day I was there, a senior just came up and he goes, "You got to clean up over in that closet." I was like, "What? I don't see anything." And they just put me in a chokehold, choked me out first day.
My uncle,
that was my first
my
introduction.
uncle right now he works at a military school in San Diego. Right now, I just got off the phone with him like an hour or two.
Which one? I went to one in San Diego too. I went to Army Navy Academy.
It's actually that's it. That's where
Oh,
he
no
works.
way!
Yeah,
I went to that one too. I transferred
my
over.
uncle, he's
not after I got choked. I stayed the whole time. You know what I mean? Because like you, if something bad happens to me, I want these people to see my face.
Yeah,
after I
yeah,
go,
that's-
hey, you gotta
that's
walk
where
by me and shake my hand.
Yeah, that's where my uncle works, and yeah.
What does he do there?
He is he's in charge of a bunch of kids, and he's a wrestling coach also.
Oh no way!
Yeah.
What? I was
Yeah.
on the wrestling team.
My uncle is Roy Oliver.
Roy Oliver?
Yeah, he's been there for
Oh
a
my
minute.
God, Roy Oliver?
That's my uncle.
I don't know him, but
Okay, yeah, I kind of figured that. I know you
But-
was there. He'd been there about eight years.
8
now.
years?
Yeah, at least 8. But I know you would have been a little before that.
oh wow, yeah.
military
I'm a
school,
little
yeah.
before that.
That's
but
real white folk shit. He tell me that's white folk shit.
oh man,
Black people, we just
Thank God they
punch
got-
our kid in
Okay.
the face. There ain't no military.
So you was a bad
fucking
kid?
up.
What-
You going
was
to military
was you a bad
school?
kid?
yeah, I was making counterfeit money and using it at
God.
strip clubs.
So you were from the Bronx. You
yeah,
were
I
from
was
the
doing
Bronx.
bad stuff. You know what I mean?
I was making
Everyone in my
counterfeit
family's been to
money, too,
jail.
before.
Yeah.
I was grown. No, I was a grown man when I was doing it. You was doing it as a teenager.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
That's- You was really, yeah. You probably had a printer and everything. At
Oh
the
yeah,
house, huh?
oh yeah. Well, no. I went to a friend's house, friend's place. His parents had owned their own printing company, so I used to play around over there.
Whose idea was it to start the counterfeit ring?
I can't remember if it was me or my buddy, but we were just bored and then playing around with the printers and stuff like that every day. You know, I just go over there and hang out with them. And then one day, I accidentally dropped. I saw someone spill some bleach, and I was like, "Oh man!" Like, because we couldn't get any paper that felt the same, so I started putting dollar bills in the bleach, and it came back the next day, all the colors stripped off of it, and we just print on the dollar bill. So you can print like a
Shit.
$10 bill on there, and then you can go ahead take it, and you go buy some candy or something like that. You get $9 back.
Yeah, yeah.
Now you got $9 real dollars.
Yo,
Yeah.
I had.
See, you never heard my story about doing the counterfeit during
Well-
my comedy career. I was touring around doing shows and passing counterfeit all across the country.
Oh really?
Yeah, I went to federal prison. So yeah,
Oh,
you never
whoa.
heard. It was the same type of shit.
Whoa, how long did you go to jail for? And how long were you making fake money
This
for?
time, for a
This
few
time? What do
years.
you mean? There's a time before?
Yeah, it was a
How many
time
times have you been to
before.
jail?
Well, I've been to jail, prison twice.
Prison twice.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
Been in federal prison and
Toby,
state prison.
Toby lived that life.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we was I was touring around at the time and busting. I was killing them. We was doing the money and the traveler's checks, and do them like at 100, and then boom, spend $9.99, and boom, get that 90 back.
Yeah.
Oh man, I was hurt.
Wait, they weren't checking the $100 bills because
This
usually.
was before all of that shit.
Oh wow. Okay, because now they'll put it up to the
It
light.
wasn't
They
no-
got the marker.
It wasn't
They
no
do everything.
pen and none
Now,
of that
I know.
shit back then.
I had a homie I grew up with, and he always had counterfeit money. I don't know what the fuck And it's funny. I used to hang with him, and they used to always use this term FM. You got the FM on you. You gonna
Yeah.
pass the FM, and I don't know what
Fake
the fuck
money.
Fake. It turned out it
Yeah.
was fake money.
Yeah.
And I didn't
Wasn't
know
talking
that
about his radio.
He would go into McDonald's with like a $50 bill, like you said, Steven,
Yeah.
to get the change.
That's how you
I
do
had
it.
no idea. But one time he came out here, he got caught at the. I took him to the Comedy Store. Unbeknownst to me, this motherfucker handed the
yeah, I'll hear
waitress
you. Yeah. You
a
can't.
fake 100 or 50. All I know is I remember I was outside and then I saw the cops show up and they came out. They had him in handcuffs, and I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?" So they had him in the back seat. They're talking, and I don't know what the fuck is going on, but he's with me. I brought
Yeah.
him up there, and I'm like, I hear the cop saying, "Well, the waitress said he handed her a counterfeit bill," and turns out and they ended up letting him go. They didn't arrest him.
Yeah, because how can you prove it in
Because
a comedy club?
what
Go
happened
ahead.
was he peeped what was going on. He had some extra FM on.
He
him,
got
fake
rid
money.
of?
He got rid of it. He threw it under the table. So then he just told them like, "Hey, I went to a store. That's
Yeah,
what
they couldn't
gave
prove
me."
that. Yeah, he could. They
Yeah,
couldn't
he
prove
just was
he
like, I "What y'all mean?" That's because when they came to him, he was like, "What y'all mean? That's the change I got. I didn't know." And they checked his pockets. They didn't find any. And he had real money too. So they found the real money. So they was like, "Okay, well maybe
Yeah.
they let him go."
Yeah.
But later on, I found out that's what he does. I'm like, "You got to be fucking kidding me!" So,
Yeah,
damn.
man. McDonald's was always a lick
Yeah.
too. It's funny you mentioned McDonald's because I would go in that bitch and get a value meal and then boom, they would give up all the change. One time I went into McDonald's, Steven, and I
And they
just
got
happened to
you?
look. and I looked up, and they had my picture. And they were saying, "Don't accept no
From you?
travelers."
Shit.
Oh,
They had
man.
my shit up there right before I even ordered. Like I seen the shit hanging up, and I was like, "Okay."
So, Steven, how did you become a stand-up comedian? How does this kid from the Bronx who's got in trouble, how did you become a stand-up comedian?
Well, it was on accident. So what happened was, I used to my mom used to dress me up in a little sailor's outfit and have me retell stories to her friends.
Huh?
Yeah, it's really weird. It's bizarre.
White folks shit.
No, my mom's Puerto Rican.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's even stranger.
Yeah, super strange, right?
Yeah,
My
you
mom's
know,
from-
how old was you?
That'll
doing
make
this
sense.
shit?
The Bronx, New York.
really young man.
I told you he had soul in him. Didn't I
Yeah,
tell you
yeah.
earlier?
Yeah,
I told
yeah.
you. I can peep it, man.
So you was young doing this shit. Okay.
Yeah, my mom's first language is Spanish, and like everyone on her side of the family doesn't really speak English. But she'd bring me over and have me retell these stories. She'd tell me to tell them and stuff like that. That like just made her look really cool and stuff like that. Because my mom's like used to be a correctional officer, like has like 2 guns. She has like gun compartment in her purse, and she's crazy. So yeah, so she had me retell these stories. And then one day when I got older, one of her friends was like that saw me telling the story. He's like, "Oh, I want to take him to a stand up show," and I didn't know what stand up was. And he took me to the show, and then I guess he wrote my name down. Someone's like, "Oh,
You didn't know what stand up was.
No, not really.
How old was you?
Oh, maybe like 19.
19. Okay.
19
Yeah.
and you didn't know what stand up was?
No, I never, because like my parents are very sheltered. Like I wasn't allowed to go out during Halloween. We didn't really celebrate anything. I wasn't like allowed to go like stay at friends' houses. So it's kind of like and my parents are very religious. So like I didn't really see like a lot of so like that wasn't like on like TV when I was putting it on and stuff like that, you know? So I didn't really know what stand up was. And then so this guy signed me up, and I just went up there and told, I was like, I'm not going up there. And this old man behind me is like, "Go on up there, young blood." And so I just went up there and I started like talking.
See how your career got started by somebody calling you young blood.
Yeah,
Okay.
young blood.
So
I was
you're
like,
19,
okay.
so you go up there.
I
And
go up there and I just told like a story that like I'd told at like a house party or something like that before that people liked, and then they liked it, and then this guy like came up to me after and he goes, "Hey man, I want to book you," and I didn't know what that meant. And I was like, "Jail? That's the only term I know is booking." You know what I mean? And I said, "What do you?" He's like, "No, I got the show. I got the show. I want to put you on." And he brings me the show, and then I was like, "Oh man," because I remember how well that open mic went. I was like, "I'm about to tear this place up," and I ate the biggest dick ever.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, people were like, "Oh no, oh Lord, oh."
You were offensive or like
I was
what?
too offensive,
Uh-uh.
and I didn't realize like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I
This
just
is
was like
over the top.
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh, if they don't like that, I'm gonna tell them this crazier story, this dirty
Yeah.
story." And then they were just like, and then I was like, "Whoop."
So after you bombed basically
Yeah.
your second time on stage,
Yeah.
what made you go back?
Well, what happened was I felt better because I went and I ate Idris Elba's ass.
Yeah.
You know, and then, so I was like, you know what? I can get back on this horse. I went back on the horse. That sustained me for the next
Man.
couple times until I
hilarious.
eventually got the bug and kept on going.
all right, so you started in New York. Is that where you started?
No. I didn't start in New York.
Where you started?
I started over in San Diego.
Oh, San Diego. Okay.
Yeah.
So how you get from the Bronx to Texas to San Diego?
Because when I went to Texas, then my parents ended up moving to San Diego. And
Okay.
so when they were like, "We got a military school over here that's closer. Do you want to come over here?"
Okay.
And we live over here now.
Okay.
And so I thought, cool. So I went over there. And then I started living in like San Diego.
Okay.
And then
That's
from
what Tobe lived in San Diego. That's where he kind of started.
Before
out
I
at.
came to LA.
This is when you're making counterfeit money too?
Yeah. I was doing.
How'd they end up catching you?
People start snitching, and it was just a paper trail all across the country, though.
Oh man.
Yeah. At that time, they charged me with maybe $300,000 embezzlement.
Oh
all that type of
wow.
shit. Yeah, it was. But how I got caught where you motherfuckers met in Oklahoma City.
Oh
That's how I
no
got caught.
way.
I think you told that
Yeah,
story.
I told that story.
Tell
I
it one
was
more
only,
time. Yeah.
I was only, you know what? Here's how it was working. Like, me and my boy, he was driving me around. We was going all around the country. I was doing gigs and I was popping counterfeit in certain cities. So we was on tour, and so a tour.
Mm-hmm.
And so we got to Oklahoma City, and most places we went to, we knew someone there, or you know, even if it was a promoter contact, at least I knew somebody.
Yeah.
So we got to Oklahoma City. Just got to town, and I told my boy, I said, man, this is the last place we can go without knowing nobody or whatever. And we had decided that was it. And we go through this was a McDonald's, actually. Now that I think about it, was a McDonald's drive-through. And it was one of them windows where you pay at the first window, and then you go to the second window. And that was another mistake. So he paid at the first window. They realized the document was counterfeit. The money was fake. And so they had called the police. And then, that's Oklahoma City. It took the police. We were still in the drive-thru when the police came.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Did your friend get in trouble too?
No, because I just took the shit. I mean, because I'm the one that handled the money, whatever. And so he just looked like he was driving.
Now, couldn't you be like, oh, that's like some bill someone gave me?
No, because I had a whole bunch of other shit in the car. Because we traveling around the country, so we had other shit, and then plus they had the documentation from all the areas we had hit. That shit was already in the computer.
Wow!
Yeah,
so you brought a bunch on the road with you?
Yeah, we was.
And how are you making it?
Well, we were making it at the time too. I was also. I mean, I've made a few.
Steven sounded like he want to get back in the business.
Yeah. I was at Kinko's. I had people at Kinko's.
Yeah.
And
that you knew.
Yeah, and then I worked there too for a while. And I was working the graveyard shift, and that was another why I got started. Because the moment they came out with the color printers, we started tearing their ass up. Yeah. And that was before people even knew what the hell was going on. I mean, that's like I told on there before. It's like,
how'd you get the paper to fill? Did you use?
We were doing. I mean, we ordered a paper. One of my boys figured out, because I had a homeboy who graduated from UCLA at like the top of his class. He never had a fucking job. He just figured out ways on the computer. And back then, people didn't even know what the fuck was hitting them.
Yeah.
They didn't have no idea.
Yeah.
And so, that's how we was doing, man. But that was a hell of a thing to be traveling around the country doing that shit, doing shows and counterfeit.
Wow. Now, did you think you would eventually get caught?
No, nobody thinks they gonna get caught. Just like when I was selling crack, you don't think you're gonna get caught.
Now, which one did you get? You probably got more in trouble for the counterfeit money, but
no,
more for the crack.
Come on, man. You know.
But that's a federal offense, making fake money.
What is it called? White collar crime.
Yeah.
Okay. You know the difference between white collar crime and selling crack. Come on, now you know the difference. I mean, you could kill them, but you're better off killing somebody than selling crack back in the days under those guidelines and laws. You could get away.
Yeah.
My homeboy killed somebody, and the dude happened to have a gun at the same time. So they gave him. I'm saying, I literally know people who committed murder who didn't do as much time as people who sold crack.
Wow, how much time did they give you for crack?
At the time, I did a couple years on that because I got caught in right before, and the shit that I got caught with, I didn't get caught in everything, and I got caught right before it really got bad. Yeah, you would literally you were better off committing a murder damn near than having crack.
Oh wow!
And then come on, man. That's why. I mean, that's just like saying, do people who defraud? Do you think that these people with the school scandal gonna get a bunch of time? No, it's a federal crime. You know what the guidelines is? These bitches is facing 4 months.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
Yeah.
Because it's white collar. If those was all black people doing that shit would be, unfortunately, the penalty would be a lot higher.
Now I'm reading your bio, and I don't know if this is true, Steven. Tell me, when you first got to LA, you was greeted by a Marilyn Monroe impersonator who robbed you?
Yes.
Is that true?
That's true, yeah.
You got to
That had to be true.
Yeah, a dude dressed as Marilyn Monroe ran up on me and my girl and was being like, give us the money. And she tells the story. When I hear her tell the story, I don't remember this. She said I pushed her in front of me.
Wow.
I don't remember that.
Oh, Steven, no.
She says I pushed her in front of me. But I said, no, I wasn't. I was trying to get a good view. I didn't know what was going on. You know what I mean? So
he had a gun?
Yeah.
He had a gun?
Yeah, he had a gun.
Oh, what street was you on?
It was right over here. Right over here. Tell all the listeners, if you come over where they record the Dope Dealer podcast, it's dangerous, okay? You better come with something.
Shit. Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that is all about Marilyn Monroe. A dude.
Yeah.
A dude dressed as Marilyn Monroe.
How much he get? How much y'all give him?
You know what? I didn't have that much money on me, so he mostly robbed her.
Oh, you just And
I
she
know.
fucked with you after that
Yeah.
robbery?
Yeah.
Is that the same one you with now?
Yeah.
God
Same.
damn.
I know, right?
If she hears, boy, you better hope she don't hear this
I
goddamn
know,
podcast.
I've been
the
messing up.
7,000.
Here's the thing, though, because I had a gun pulled on me in Tijuana, Mexico before, and someone tried to rob me. So I always thought, like, okay, don't carry any money on me because,
Yeah, now Tijuana, Mexico robbery that's a real robbery down there. The one over in Maryland Monroe, that's some bullshit.
I've never
He
been
seen
to
y'all
Tijuana.
coming. Y'all look like two tourists.
Yeah.
He's like, look at these two friendly looking people. You got robbed with a motherfucker with a dress on.
That's right.
You should have said, Maryland, fuck you. I ain't giving you shit, bitch.
That Marilyn Monroe got had a deep voice and had a big ass gun.
Yeah, I didn't want Maryland to take me out.
You put your girl in front of you.
So you doing these sketches, man?
Yeah.
You're working. You're doing your thing, man. You was telling me. I heard that you threw up at audition. Is that true?
Oh yeah, man. So when I first,
it's been some auditions. I felt like throwing up, especially afterwards. But go ahead, tell us.
Toby, I've had it rough. So what happened was I got signed by this agent for commercials. He's like, oh, you look like my brother. And I was like, okay. And he goes, I think you should do commercials. And I was like, all right. I guess I never thought about doing commercials. And so we'd been drinking all night. And he calls me the next day and he goes, hey, man, I got this audition for you. Can you make it in like 30 minutes? I'm like, yeah, sure. So I drive down and I go into the office. But
You hung over?
Yeah, I'm hungover.
Oh,
as shit.
okay.
I'm really hungover. And so I'm like trying to keep it together, but also I'm like getting confused because all the doors are white. So like I walk into just a bunch of people running around.
Was that your
It's
first
chaotic.
audition?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I asked some dude that's walking by, I'm like, hey man, what do I do? Like I'm auditioning. He goes, oh, just sign your name up there. So I sign my name up, and his cast director comes out and he like looks at his name. He calls me. He's like Steven Briggs, and I come inside and he goes, all right, now you're just gonna slate your name to the camera right here, and you're just gonna start saying the lines. I'm like, okay, hi, my name is Steven. And I just threw up.
Shit.
Yeah, but I was so nervous, I just popped back up and I was like, Briggs, and I just started saying the lines as fast as I could.
Damn.
And he goes, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I'm like, I'm saying the lines. He goes, no, you're cleaning this shit up. That's what you're doing. And he made me get paper towels and clean it
Oh
up.
hell yeah, I would have made you.
And I was so embarrassed, but I was like, I felt like maybe like, you feel bad for me. And I'll be like, I was like, can we try this again? Because I heard like, if you feel like you could do better, ask him if you could try again. And I was like, can I try this again? He goes, you can get the hell out of here. That's what you can do.
Yeah, I don't blame him. And then you leave and the whole place smell like vomit.
Yeah. So I walk out and I was super embarrassed, and like this guy could tell, like I guess like he could tell that I was like feeling distraught, and he comes over and he's like, hey man, are you okay? And I go, dude, I just went into this ESPN commercial and I just threw up inside. He's like, ESPN? He
That's
goes,
funny. I was gonna ask you what the commercial was.
yeah. So I told him, I'm like, I went in and I just blew this ESPN commercial, and he's like, ESPN? He goes, huh? And he goes, dude, ESPN is 2 doors down that way. And I ended up walking to the wrong audition.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
It wasn't even your audition.
It wasn't. I just went to the wrong one, and then I went to the ESPN one and I booked it.
Yo,
Come on,
Yeah.
you're
that
bullshit.
is
We
crazy.
can play it. We can play it if you want.
Hey, let's play it. This the
Okay.
commercial?
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was the audition.
No, I wish I could get. I've been looking at it, but
So you booked the first audition, basically. You went on.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
one that you threw up in, that don't count. You was in the
Yo,
wrong
that is
room.
this is the one right
crazy.
there at the top.
That is crazy. That all right. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a 30 second Steven Briggs ESPN.
Guy's a stud. Yeah. Oh, by the way, EWP equals run scored squared divided by the sum of run
I want
scored
to take it
squared.
back to the.
This dude has a sick form.
Guy's a stud.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, EWP equals run scored squared divided by the sum of run scored squared plus runs allowed squared. You definitely got that backwards.
Oh, right. I flipped it.
It's whatever. Look,
Yeah.
check this out. Lincecum has a whip of 1.23 at home, but 1.20 away. What do you think counts for that 0.03 difference?
Nerds.
Whatever, Gary.
It's not crazy in sports. That's
There you
what's
go.
up.
That's the first one, man.
Yo, congratulations on that, man.
Yeah. So
that's-
I felt comfortable, I guess. After I threw up,
Yeah,
I said it
man.
can't go worse than this.
I wonder if the guy who you
Did
the
I wonder
office,
if he found out that you was in the wrong audition?
This
I wonder if he
motherfucker threw
found
up. He
out.
wasn't even supposed to be here.
I wonder if he found out that.
I wonder if he did too.
Yeah.
Hey man, that's so you doing these sketches, man, and you're blowing up with these sketches. Tell us about like what was your mindset like about getting into these sketches, because I notice a lot of comics are moving towards that? Is that
Yeah.
that's just the game the way it is? These
I
days
wasn't
now?
doing it for the game or whatever people are doing it for. I started doing them because I noticed it was harder to get people to read scripts. I need a visual writing resume.
Oh, okay.
So I started doing it as a visual writing resume, and then I started getting work for them randomly. And then I was just like, oh, okay. And then I was like, let me keep on doing it. And then before I knew it was like, I had like Jerry Bednob and Andy Dick reaching out like to do stuff. And then now it's like we just did something with Johnny Sanchez from Mad TV.
Oh, yeah, Johnny Sanchez.
So that was
good brother.
cool, you know, and like, you know, so now it's just like we're getting, you know, people are like being like, oh, I want to do this and stuff. So I'm like, all right, cool, man. We keep on doing it. And now I got like a bunch of film crews that are like hitting me up all the time wanting to shoot. Because before it was just me. I'd shoot, I'd light it, edit it, do everything.
Yeah.
And then I was like, that shit is tiring. So now it's like I can just more focus on the writing and stuff like that. So, and also it keeps me like, you know, I get like, it's hard to be like, okay, every day I'm just going to work on writing jokes. You know, I feel like break it up a little bit. You know, you switch up your writing style, kind of fixes like, you know, the creative like side of one side of brain, so then it kind of feeds the other one, you know. So then you don't become stale or stagnant, you know. You're at least always writing, and it doesn't matter what you're writing, but at least you're getting some writing in, you know.
Right.
That makes sense.
That's cool, man. And you're getting good. Obviously, you're getting good response from your videos and
Yeah,
stuff like
man.
that.
It's
I
been-
love the Thanos on Tinder. That was one of my favorite ones you did.
You know what's so funny about that one? That one got the most controversy.
For real?
Oh my gosh, the transgender community was coming after me.
Oh shit!
It was weird. So this one lady, I don't know what happened, but she got mad. And she was like, "Oh, Steven did," and I was like, "What? I've hooked you up with gigs.
Yeah.
I've got you booked that spot. I'm looking out for
Hold on,
you."
hold on.
It was a comic who got mad at
It
you?
was a
Explain
comic. So it was a transgender female.
Okay, comment. Okay.
Yeah. And I'd only met her because she was opening up on a show that was headlining in Utah. And so then she came up to me and messaged me after. It was like, oh, no, I like your stuff. I was like, oh, cool, you know? And then she's like, oh, you know, I'm trying to go over here. Could you recommend me some spots? I was recommending her spots. I was getting her spots and stuff like that. And all of a sudden she turned on me when I put this video out. And she goes, Dad, and you know, the thread was crazy. And then she started getting her friends to try to attack. And then every time someone would defend, she would block them in the thread so they couldn't keep on talking and stuff like that. And I was like, what is going on? And then she goes like, this is so hack, like that you're wearing a dress. And I was like, well, let me break it down for you real fast. Arguably the greatest stand-up comedian ever, Chris Rock, wore a dress. Okay. And I said, and two, if you paid more attention to the sketch instead of just jumping to conclusions, you notice I never was wearing a dress in the sketch. I'm like, that's your own opinions. You're jumping the gun. You know what I mean? And no, I'm not trying to say that I'm transgender in it. I'm not saying any of that. You're jumping the gun and you're saying these things. And I was like, check the sketch out again. And then after that, she deleted all her comments and I was like, I'm taking that as an apology.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I was like, dude, nobody's trying. This is just a fun sketch we're doing.
You know, it's funny. I got a story. I don't know if you know. I have a moving company that's subtle like.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know this.
You know, I did
Yeah.
daytime. I meant to tell you, and it kind of remind me of somebody apologized but not apologized. It doesn't really have anything to do with comedy, but that story.
Yeah.
I just about 3 weeks ago we moved this lady. We only moved across the street. She moved from a house. I'm talking about like right about the size of the street out. So we just took the stuff and just walked right across the street.
Yeah.
Bare eyes. And she had a
Said
TV.
and walk across the street. Okay.
Yeah, I guess I don't know if she was renting a house. I'm not sure. You know, she just hired us.
She just wanted to see your muscles. She's gonna have.
She had some friends there helping out, but she wanted the muscles.
Yeah, she wanted to check
She wanted
them
the
out,
professionals.
you know?
So she had a TV that, and it's one of them things you didn't really have to wrap stuff up. You can just pick it up and bring it over. There's no reason. You're not putting it in a truck. You're just taking it. So she had a TV that me and Edgar, my guy I work with, we picked it up and we put it on. We sat it down on it's one of the TVs that go on the wall, but we just sat it on the thing because later on she had to get somebody.
Yeah.
So easy thing. So about 3 days later, she calls me up. No, she texts me like, "Hey, you guys broke my TV and didn't tell me."
Huh? Okay.
I immediately called. I said, I was like, "Excuse me?" She said, "Yeah, you broke my TV." I said, "We didn't." I said, "What are you talking about? Like, we just took the TV and just sat it. Like, no, it's broke." I said, "Send me a picture of it. Take a video. Send me a picture of it." So she sent me. She sent me a picture of it, and the TV had like a dent in the middle. It looked like somebody either it knocked it over or somebody hit something with it. And I'm like, I was like, you seen us just pick the TV up and I got one end, my guy got one end, and sit it down. Now, how are we going to damage the middle? Like, you know what I mean? We just said it. I said, it looks like somebody dented that thing or put a hole, somebody. She's like, I said, was anybody been over your house? No, nobody's been there. I said, nobody's been over your house since. She said, nobody's been here. It's just been. I said, we sat and leaned it against the sofa. Has it? I said, you sure nobody in your house? Because you had a lot of people there when we was, helping you out. Nobody's been here since then. I was like, you know what? I'm sorry. We take responsibility of stuff we actually break. It's nothing we can do. I put that on my mother that we did not break that TV. You've seen us lean that TV up. You need to probably ask around your house, find out. So she sent me, she's like, well, I'm going to have to report it to my insurance company. They're going to have to call you. I said, well, fine.
What kind of TV was this? Go ahead.
She was talking about it was like $1,000 TV. That's what she was saying, like $1,500 TV.
Sounds like my neighbor.
So I said, have your insurance company call me. I'll explain to them exactly what I just explained to you. So then she was like, well, she texted me like the next day. I really don't want to get my insurance involved in it. We need to come up with a settlement, come up with some kind of agreement. I said, there's nothing we can do. I explained to you, we did not break that TV. You know what I mean? So it's nothing really I can do. Then I didn't hear from her. So then one day I wake up and I see this text like, hey, I found out my mother's the one who dented the TV. I apologize about that. I hope you accept my apology. And that was pretty much it.
Wow.
But I was like, I was trying to tell you it wasn't us. I was trying to tell you. Like I knew because I can tell somebody hit that TV.
Yeah.
And I go back in the story. This one, she told me.
Mother-in-law too.
She told me, I don't know if it was the mother-in-law or her actual mother.
Oh,
she
mother.
told me.
Okay.
She said she found a TV with a blanket on it. That was I was like, she said, yeah, when I removed the blanket, I said, hold up, did you say that again? You removed the blanket? I said, we didn't put a blanket over it. You saw when we left it, we just left it right there. So you probably need to find out who put the blanket over it, because whoever put that blanket over it was trying to hide the damage they did.
Oh, yeah.
So later on, so she found out. But I do give her the respect that she actually did tell me what happened.
Yeah, because a lot of people wouldn't. They would have just let it go.
And had me thinking,
she's still trying to get that money from you.
So listen, Steven, we're going to do something called the Dope 7. That's why I asked you 7 dope questions, and you just give me whatever answer comes to your mind.
Okay.
All right. First question. Dope 7 going down, Dope Dealer Podcast.
Oh, shit.
Steven Briggs is on the clock. If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Oh, man. I guess big dick.
Okay. I have that superpower already, but it's a great superpower.
Why not? It's like no one knows unless I decide to bring out my powers. You know what I mean?
We've never had anybody answer that.
So it could be like some Hulk type shit. Just whenever you need it to get big.
But
But during regular times,
rips through the clothes.
It's just regular. Okay.
It's regular. Yeah.
Favorite city to perform in?
I guess I'm gonna say. You know what? I like performing in. I like Colorado a lot. I like Denver.
Denver's good.
Yeah,
city.
Denver's dope.
Yeah, I love city. Denver. Shout out to the Denver Improv over there.
Bud too. You got good.
All right, Steven. If you was the last,
I can't say OKC because you got arrested there.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean.
All right, Steven, if you was the last male on Earth, on Earth, and it was a black woman with you, the last 2 people on Earth, you and a sister.
Yeah.
Who would the sister be? You can pick any sister. It had to be a black woman.
Who
would it be?
Y'all the last 2 people on Earth.
Oh man,
it had to be a black woman.
This is such a hard choice. Just one?
Just one.
Just one woman.
Just you and her.
Oh my gosh! I you know what? I don't want Jay-Z coming after me, but Beyonce is amazing.
Yeah, I knew that.
It could be anybody. Yeah. Okay. We're going to go with Beyonce.
Megan Good. I love Megan Good, too.
She's married, too. But
I
that's
know,
fine.
Right? Yeah.
Her lips is incredible.
I know, right? I'm like, oh.
Megan Good got some lips.
She got a bad scouting report, so stick with the Beyonce.
Really? What's wrong with her scouting report?
Well, when she was younger, she was wild. She even say that.
She was fucking everybody.
Yeah,
I know, that's why. I want a chance.
But she married like a pastor now. Like he's like a deacon or something.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah. He works for Sony. He's a Sony executive.
And that's the type of shit. She done gave the pussy out to everybody, and then she go to the pastor.
He loves it though.
And the pastors always end up with the bitch who been fucked a bunch of times. How the fuck? If you praying every day, you couldn't pray for a bitch who hadn't give up all that pussy.
Hey man,
Hey,
what?
hey,
look,
Hey, if I'm a pastor, I'm saying
He's
God.
he's trying to live
bring me
like
a
Jesus.
virgin.
I would marry Megan Good in a heartbeat. Too,
Well, I
man.
would too, but I'm saying if I'm a pastor, I'm asking for some virgin pussy.
Hey, even Jesus hung out with whores.
Why would you want some virgin
So-
pussy? Why you want some pussy that don't know how to fuck?
If I'm dealing in direct contact with God like that, give me some shit that ain't nobody touched. I'm a man of God.
All right, question number 4. Question: one thing you cannot live without. One thing you cannot live without.
Okay. One thing I cannot live without. I mean, are we talking about essential day-to-days, or are my
anything.
natural needs
anything.
taken care of, like
It could
food?
be the TV, whatever. It could be whatever. We know
It could be
you can't
stand-up
live without
comedy.
food.
It could be anything. It could be shampoo, like whatever you feel that.
Yeah, because if I'm in the wilderness, then I need food. But if we're talking
Well, no,
about, I'm in
we ain't talking about
my
food.
house.
Yeah, we know that, but just some
Technology, anything.
Yeah. Idris Alba's ass.
I think that's the 4th time. Idris Elba. We going for the record. All right. If you were a porno star, what would your porn name be?
Long Dick Longfellow.
That's funny.
Okay, we go with that.
And it would it coincide with the superpower.
If you were not a comedian, what would you be doing?
I was studying kinesiology, so I maybe would be a personal trainer. But then again, who trusts somebody with no muscles to get them muscles? So.
When the last time you worked out?
I worked out today.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
I was in the boxing gym getting it in.
Yeah, you're in good shape. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I look. Me and Toby can go to see who gets first place as the skinniest man in here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you one okay. I got an easy one, but I got a little intricate one. I give you the easy one, but I mean, one popular movie that you never seen. One popular movie that everybody loves, but you never seen it.
I've never seen any of the Harry Potters.
Okay, I can say okay.
And
I've
that's
never
like a
seen
very
that either.
popular
yeah,
movie,
that's very
right?
I've never seen any of
Yeah, I
Harry
haven't seen
Potters
none of
either.
them.
And there's so many of them.
Yeah. Okay. And it's just an easy bonus question. If you had a 1 hour special, Netflix or whatever, HBO, what would the name of it be?
Long Dick Longfellow.
Who eats Idris Elba's ass? That's the Dope 7, ladies. The Dope 7. That's what's up, man. So which Steven Briggs?
What up?
Yeah. Hey, how would you explain your comedy style?
Well, I think I don't really think of it as like stand up really per se. I think of it like more like one man show style, like a lot of storytelling.
Yeah.
But to paint the story, the more brushes you have, the better. So it's like sound effects and act outs and characters and stuff like that. Kind of like just make a fuller picture.
Yeah.
But I don't think of it so much as like just like joke, and then so I don't know. I do like a lot of like storytelling shows and stuff like that. So I've done like The Moth and stuff like that, and I just feel like I kind of like connect more with that. But that's maybe because like my mom was dressing me up as a sailor,
Right.
like as a kid telling stories. So yeah, so
You did good because you did a Laugh My Laugh Jack. They did one of your jokes on there. Yeah. One of your what joke did they do? I remember seeing it. What joke did they do?
They did the Gucci boot story.
That's right. That's right. All right. The name of the album is called Whiskey Dick. Is up now on Uproar Records. Hey, shout out to everybody at Uproar over there. How'd you come up with that name, Whiskey Dick? I see Dick is one of your keys.
Yeah, man.
His whole motherfucking life revolves around his dick.
You know
That's all
this.
he's talking about.
You know this, man. It's because it's my whole life revolves around Dick and Idris Elba's ass. That's it, right there. No, that's just a story about how I ended up like meeting my girlfriend and like the first night we were trying to hook up, but I got whiskey dick, and I keep on trying all these things that fix the situation. It keeps on getting worse. Like she ends up falling asleep. And
Hold on. So you didn't got her robbed. Your dick wouldn't get hard.
Yeah, it's been pretty
and
bad.
she still want a ring from you. I'm
Yeah.
surprised she still fucks with you.
I know, me too. I don't understand why.
She went to sleep because your dick wouldn't get hard.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm speechless on that.
Last question, my brother.
All this shit out here. How you didn't get nothing for your dick? See, nowadays they got everything for your dick, and the shit is you can get it during the day.
Really?
Yeah, you get advertisements. I remember back in the days when they talked about, like Viagra, all that shit would be like 2, 3 in the morning. You come home from the club and they'd be like, is your dick not getting hard? But now they got that type of shit in the middle of the day.
Really? See, I don't know.
Oh
about
yeah,
all
yeah,
this
yeah.
stuff.
That shit, yeah. The dick drugs, the gum. They got gum. They got all kinds.
They
of
got
shit.
gum now. You can just chew it.
They got liquid Viagra. They got all kinds.
I remember
of
I
shit.
used to buy Viagra back in the day. It was like a drug deal. Some guy I found off of Craigslist, and, I would meet him at this gas station. Like we meet at a gas station. It'd be like a drug deal we was doing. But
I seen this shit. Like I found out in the hood back in Nebraska. Like I found out that they slanging Viagra in the hood, and what I was told is that a lot of young cats, like in their 20s, are buying Viagra, and in the long run, it's going to fuck their dick up because they're not supposed to be taking it because they don't need it.
I've been hearing about that.
They shouldn't. You shouldn't be. That's too young.
Yeah. You got the regular dick. Then.
I used to get it because I was
for the old cat.
I was fucking this young girl. She's one of them girls used to like to fuck a long time. And so, somebody was like, yo, get Viagra because that keeps your dick hard. It holds you off your nut. Because I would nut so fast and then she'd be mad.
Yeah.
So
She'd be mad.
Because she wanted to fuck a long time.
Yeah.
So somebody told me they get Viagra. I think it was a comic who told me about it. Like get Viagra, and what it does, it numbs your dick, and you can fuck a long time. So and it worked too. I got it, and it did kind of numb your dick. And I used to fuck the shit out of it. She was satisfied with that Viagra.
Hey, I remember one time I was doing a show, and I never forget this shit. And I was talking to this girl, and there was another comic on the show, and I guess he could tell that, that I might hook up with the girl. And so he came up to me, tapped me on the shoulder, and was like, here, man, you might need this. And he gave me some Viagra, and I was just like, it was just weird that a motherfucker see me talking to a girl, walked up, and gave me some Viagra. That shit was crazy.
Yo, I wonder if it's the same comic because I used to buy some off a comic.
I know a girl comic who gets Viagra, but then she gives it to the guys that she brings home, and they're like, "Oh, I don't need that." And she goes, "Oh, you're gonna need it with me."
That's
she
right.
goes, "I'm gonna make you." Yeah, she's like, "I'm gonna make you go all
It's
night
funny.
long."
The young girl I was talking about, she knew and she seen the difference when I was, and she would tell me, make sure you take it before we fuck. Take your Viagra pill because she knew. She knew. My dick, she knew because it took a long time to come. I don't know. Anyway,
that's right up there with fucking the pillow, damn near. She told you, make sure you got your
Stevie,
Viagra.
Yeah, you wasn't here for that episode. I used to fuck the pillow when I was young. I thought everybody fucked the pillow.
Hey, man.
There ain't nothing wrong with fucking the pillow. Anyway, Steven.
People have had sex with worse things.
Yeah, exactly, man. All right, Steven, last question about the game, man. What's the best thing? What's the thing you love about stand-up comedy and thing you hate about this business?
Oh, okay.
Thing you love about this business, thing you hate about this business.
The thing I love about stand-up comedy, is getting to meet cool guys like you, man.
Yeah,
Meet you in OKC. I remember when we met, we were doing a Pat Wilson run.
Yeah.
And
shout out to Pat Wilson.
I was like, Toby pops out the elevator and he has a cooler behind him. He's dragging a cooler. I said, what's that? What's in there? He goes, I'm not buying no drinks. I got my drinks right here. Had a whole cooler ready, iced out and everything. I said, this dude is iced out. I love it, man.
I always travel with everything.
Yeah, he's ready.
Nothing. Don't know what they shit. They might. Hey, I don't trust nothing. I got everything I need with me.
I loved it, man. That was great.
So that's okay.
Going to see like all these like great places. I would never get to like go to like Japan or like Egypt and all these cool places without like stand up. You know what I mean? So I probably just not leave. You know what I mean? Because I never.
You'd have been stuck in 24-hour fitness, just working somebody out.
Exactly right. I'd have been working somebody out for sure. Yeah. And so that's like a great thing. Besides just obviously like telling jokes and stuff. But the thing I don't like is like you have like it's. You don't have just like at any other job you have like one boss and you can kind of build rapport with them but with stand up it's like a different boss for every gig and then they
People
all
don't
have different
understand that.
personalities.
People don't understand that. They never looked at that fact.
I never thought of that, but that is true.
Yeah.
We have a boss, different boss every
Different
night.
boss
it's just like-
every night.
Different
And
personalities.
it's like I tell people all the time, like I used to tell them, like, okay, when they apply for their job, they go there, they have an interview, they get their job. If they dig the job and it's a career job, they work there for 20 years or whatever the case might be. Shit, we got to go for an interview every day.
Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah, forever.
Damn near.
Yeah. And then you got to keep on like interviewing to get your spot like every year. And then you're dealing with all these different personalities. And then they, I would say, are the A side. if you know what I'm talking about. Like in boxing, there's A side, B side.
Yeah.
So they're the A side because they have the power. You know what I mean? So some of them misuse the power.
Exactly.
Like a security guard who thinks he's a cop. And then, you know what I mean? So then they treat you bad and stuff like that. You know.
I'm sorry. I jumped the gun. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That was one of my bosses. He was just going to interrupt me like that.
No,
So-
the power.
So like since they got like so many people, you know, hitting them up about stuff, you know, so then they treat you almost like you're not almost like if you've ever been a waiter. That kind of same thing. I don't know if either one of you has been a waiter, but when you're waiting on somebody, they don't treat you like you're a person, regular person, because they treat you like they're better than you or they're higher. So they give you this like almost like you're bothering them, or you know, they don't treat you like you're like, dude, I'm doing my best. I'm here trying to help you. You know?
I don't like that too.
And it's like, oh, why aren't and they complain about everything. It's like, look, you know, there's a lot of people in here. You see me running around. You know what I mean?
I got a homie who he drives waiters crazy. He just, you know, Bilal.
I know people. Yeah, that
he just drives waiters crazy, man. You got to have an experienced waiter to wait on him. Like, you can't have no rookie with him because
these people are there for 8 hours a day on their feet, running around, taking orders. Like, you know, it's something. You know what I don't get too is when the food gets messed up. Let's say the food gets messed up, and you, like, oh, this is overcooked or something like that. They yell at the waiter. That's not the waiter's fault. That's the cook. The cook messed that up.
Exactly.
So it's like, why are you getting mad at the waiter? But you know why? Because they're you know, they feel like they're above the whole situation. They could just yell at everybody. It's like, hey, calm your ass down. You know, mistakes happen in life. You know, I'm sure, you know, that whoever that person is has made way bigger mistakes. Than,
I never understand people who argue about their food because then they gonna wait for some more food.
Yeah, they gonna.
I never understood.
You don't
that.
want to don't
argue about
piss the people off.
No, you don't. I used to work at Einstein Bagels with this guy who got out of jail, and he became the baker. And when people used to piss him off, man, he used to find like, oh, you want me to make a whole batch of everything bagels? Screw you! And he'd find one that just had fallen under, that'd been sitting down there forever. He'd scoop it under with a broom. He'd be like, give him this shit. I'm like, oh my god, I can't do that, man.
No.
He goes, you give it to him.
No,
He goes,
it's people who like that, man.
Yeah, that's foul.
that's what I said. I said, I'm not giving that to them, man. This dude was crazy, though. He just didn't give a shit. He goes, I don't want to be here. It's better in jail. I'm like, whoa.
Damn,
Yeah,
you was working with a motherfucker that said it's better in jail.
This dude had a ponytail down to his lower back. I mean, he didn't care.
Did you see the Postmates video where it was the doorbell video where the guy he was bringing a milkshake and some food and the doorbell is a camera, so they recorded him. He rung the doorbell, but right before he did it, he took a sip of the milkshake. He took and then handed it to him. It wasn't until the next day that they looked at the video that they saw. So yeah, people
people are messed up, man.
And see,
yeah,
that's why, like, honestly, you know, and anybody could do it. Like, and then we'll get off this, but it's like that's why I've never ordered Postmates, none of that. I don't want every random person bringing me my food.
We used to deliver food. We mess with nobody's food.
Yeah, but I'm saying I don't trust nobody.
I used to steal bread. I used to steal some bread. We used to deliver from CPK. So I don't know if you know CPK. Every order that you get, they give you 3 pieces of bread. And so sometimes, depending on how hungry I was, the bread might not have made it to you, or maybe 2 pieces.
I hear you.
Make
No,
it to
but
you.
look at this.
But I wouldn't touch your food.
Look,
bread.
Look, we was Postmates before Postmates
Yeah, we
and all
was.
that
Yeah,
shit.
we were. Yeah, we were. Yeah.
This was some hood. This was a hood company they just threw together, and it was the same shit. It was before Postmates.
so they could have been big.
Yeah,
They
it was just doing it was in the
Uber Eats
Hollywood
before
area.
Uber Eats. Yeah.
All of that shit.
You know how you say you eat the bread and stuff like that. You know, I was talking to my friend Austin.
Well,
the
you
other
didn't
day.
give it to nobody. They didn't touch it.
Yeah, I
you
just
didn't
ate
touch it and give it to them.
Yeah. But
I don't trust
I
none
talked to
of
my
that
friend
shit.
Austin. He's like, I never touched anybody's food because we were talking about this yesterday. And I go, you never touched anything? You never took a fry? And then we eventually broke him down. And he admitted he had taken some food from people. I said, I knew it. Everyone's doing it.
everybody
They're all
takes-
taking your food.
And okay, it's just like if you order Pizza Hut and you have delivery. Okay, the pizza guy could fuck with your food, but I'd rather take my chance on a one business. That way, if some shit ain't right, I can say, "Hey, Pizza Hut, it's this way." If it's Postmates, it could be anybody who touched my shit. I don't get down like that.
I seen somebody. I was at.
I'll go hungry before I order some shit to be
what's
delivered.
What's that finger
to the house.
place? As they big Raising Cane's. I was at Raising Cane's buying something. It was a guy. He was behind me in line. Raising Cane's, they the chicken finger place.
Okay.
It was a guy behind me. He was from Uber Eats or whatever. One of them Postmates. He was like, yeah, I got to pick up this order. I was like, who that lazy? They can't get in their ass in the car. I would never trust nobody to bring my food from Raising Cane's.
I mean, it's only one excuse.
Like, who's that late? Unless you're just sick or something like that.
Or you drunk. I can understand if you're drunk and you don't want to get in the car driving.
There we go.
But the thing is with me, I mean, I don't know what type of drinkers these are, but before I start drinking, if I'm at the house, say, watching a game and know I'm going to drink, I'm going to have everything I need. How the fuck I'm going to get drunk?
You're a prepared man, though.
Well, I'm hungry.
You are prepared. You got
I'm
the
always
ice chest.
prepared.
Hey, I bet that woman who called you about the broken thing, I bet she calls the Pizza Hut and goes, "Hey, there's a slice missing. I know you guys took it." And then her mother's like, with the sauce on her face, like, ah.
I had to eat this slice before I go eat Idris Elba's ass.
She calls the pizza place 2 weeks later. She goes, "I'm sorry." She goes, "I just want to let you know my mother ate the pizza. I found out it was her."
Hey, man, we appreciate you coming out, man. Tell them where can they find you at. What you got going? You got something coming up, man? Where can they find you at?
Yeah, man.
Online, and what you got going on?
Yeah. Instagram is at Steven Briggs Comedy. Steven's with a V and Briggs is 2 G's, so Briggs. Putting out sketches every week, doing that. I'm supposed to be set up, son. I'm doing like China and Japan later this year, but I mean,
okay.
Yeah, so.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. We appreciate you coming, man. Come back and join us anytime, man.
I'd love to.
And listen, if this brother's coming to your city, if you look out for him, please support him. Go buy a ticket. He is hilarious, man. Steven Briggs. Appreciate you coming to the Dope Dealer Podcast.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Tobe Hixx, what you got coming up, man? Before we lost another one of our brothers in comedy, we're gonna do a little tribute to him. But you got anything coming up?
Trying to figure out my schedule because unfortunately I lost my uncle. My uncle passed away yesterday, and my Uncle Marshall. But it was untimely. We had no idea. But it's funny because he was living in Belize, and I guess I gotta say this. I mean, he died, but I was looking at the bitches on his Facebook that he was over there with.
He died happy.
Yeah, he died happy with his long dick.
Yeah.
With his long dick.
I go, "You don't need that anymore. Pass it over to
me." Shout out to all my family and everything back in Omaha. And rest in peace to my Uncle Marshall Muhammad. May Allah be pleased with you.
Yes, definitely, man. Rest in peace, man. And definitely, man. Check us out. Check me out this Thursday. I'm at Crack 'em Up. Make my return to the Belly Room in the Comedy Store. Crack 'em Up Thursdays. This Thursday. Anybody want to come? Hit me up on my social media, and I'll make sure you can get in at Jamal Doman, JamalDoman. We got a phone number that you can call.
818-335-2065. 818-335-2065. And today we are sponsored by Jersey Mike's. Yeah, man. Hey, if you like sandwiches and you tired of Subway and that hard-ass bread that they got, and sometimes, the thing about Subway, too, is they got the 6-inch special for $3.99, different sandwiches each day. Every time I try to get that motherfucker, the sandwich I thought it was on that day wasn't what it was. And all that shit made me sick. So I started going to Jersey Mike's, man. And that number 7, Mike's Way, it's just dripping. And the bread doesn't even get soggy. I mean, you could eat it like 4 hours later and the bread don't get soggy. I mean, Jersey Mike's, and you think like, first time I seen Jersey Mike's, I didn't really recognize it was a sandwich shop. I didn't know what it was. I'm like, Jersey Mike's in California, but I went in there, and I've been going there ever since. Shout out to all the Jersey Mike's, the number 7, Mike's Way. But they got hot sandwiches, cold sandwiches, soup, cookies, man. Everything is cool at Jersey Mike's, man.
Definitely, man. I love Jersey Mike's, man. Shout out to Jersey Mike's, man. Definitely. Check us out on Instagram, Twitter, Dope Dealers Podcast. Dope Dealers Podcast. That's with an S. Dope Dealers Podcast. Hit us up. Also, rate us, review us, subscribe to us, spread the word. Go to iTunes, leave us a good dope review, and take a screenshot of it. If you send that, go to our Instagram page. DM us that screenshot and we would send you a free t-shirt. That's how you can get a free t-shirt. I got to send a few out, man. But Tobe, on a somber note, man, we lost one of our brothers in comedy. Two brothers in comedy. That's right. One they call him the Minister of Comedy. That was his name. That's T.J. McGee. T.J. McGee was from Chicago. OG. I remember when I first moved out here, man. He was doing his thing, man, and a real cool brother. I remember he was in one of the funniest sketches on The Living Color. He was on Farrakhan, the Star Trek, The Wrath of Farrakhan sketch.
I remember that.
Watch that sketch. He plays one of his security guards, man. But real talented brother. Clean.
Seen him at the barbershop just about
just seen him
month or two ago.
Yeah, seen him at the barbershop with his sons, his grandkids, man. I just want to play a little clip that what I jumped to earlier was his clip. He did Showtime at the Apollo. I think it was 1990. So let's check out some of his comedy. This is T.J. McGee, Showtime at the Apollo, 1990.
Next young comic on this fall on Kenny Wayne's. You know, I'm gonna get you suckers. Got a new show called In Living Color. He's from Chicago, so let's make it feel at home. T.J. McGee, give it to him, T.J.
What's happening? Hello. What's happening, Apollo? All right, y'all feeling good? Good. I'll put a stop to that. Oh man, and you know what I like about the Apollo because it deals with singing, and your singers got to be good here, right? And you know what I like about it? The oldies but goodies. Any oldies but goodies fans in here? Those was what I love. Oldies but goodies. Remember the classic ones? Like, remember that Damn It? Diamond in the back, sunroof top, digging in the scene with a gangster lean. Mm-hmm. Woo! I tell you, records like that made me want to grow up to be a pimp, man. Sam Cooke. Don't know much about history. Don't know much biology. Don't know much about a science book. Don't know much about the French I took. Man, didn't know a damn thing, made a record. Cupid, draw back your bow and let your arrow flow straight to my lover's heart for me. Premeditated murder. Ain't nobody out in Vegas right now. You'll never find, no matter where you search, someone who cares about you the way I do. You'll never find. It's a curse. You got women walking around, I can't find nobody. That's why I like Al Green. Listen to Al Green 24/7. I listen to Al Green so much, roaches in my house sing like Al Green. I kid you not, I knocked over a cornflake box one time, they came out like the California Raisin. I can't believe that it's real. I like to see Al sing the Star Spangled Banner, because Al could get off, couldn't he? Al be up there. I'll say, can you say, just light up Jesus. I'll get off, boy. But nobody was better than.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was T.J. McGee, the late, great T.J. McGee. So we do something like we do in boxing. We give our fallen brothers, comedians, a 10 count, 10 on the bell. So silence, please, for the 10 count for T.J. McGee. Rest in peace, my brother. Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
Yes, rest in peace.
So you said we lost somebody else, or was
Tim Conway?
Tim Conway. Yeah, we did lose him today.
Say the bell and did that both times.
I totally. Tim Conway, definitely. Rest in peace. We'll do him next week. Tim Conway. Yeah, definitely. Everybody grew up on him, man. Hilarious.
Hold
guy.
Man. How the fuck is you?
What?
They said we'll just do him next week.
Well, I mean,
we gonna carry over his death. Like
we can talk about him next week.
Let's get this shit out the way. All
right, we do it for Tim Conway.
Somebody else gonna be dead by next week, nigga. Shit.
All right, Tim Conway, ladies and gentlemen, he gets the 10 count too, man. I totally forgot. Rest in peace, Tim Conway. Who was his partner? He did a lot of stuff with.
Man, it was the Carol Burnett show. Tim Conway and his partner died about a year ago.
Yeah,
my mind just went blank.
He did a lot of good. Hey, man,
them motherfuckers was funny.
Funny.
I mean, that was the first some of the first shit I recognized as being funny that I knew was funny as a child. I was like, okay, these white folks funny running around here. Shit. I hadn't laughed at white people like that until I seen them on the Carol Burnett show.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Well, listen, man, we appreciate everybody listening, man. I appreciate Steven Briggs for coming by, man. Check us out, please. Subscribe to us, rate us, review us, man. Shout out to Paul, our engineer. Shout out to everybody at Comedy Pop-Up, man. We talk to you next week. We out of here.